Hi everyone, it's Christine here from Christine's Stampin' Spot, and I am so excited to share with you today the brand new September 2015 Paper Pumpkin Kit from Stampin' Up. I literally squealed out loud when I opened the box. I am in love with this kit. It is so cute. Here is the little instructions that come with your kit. You can see you can make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's enough materials to make 8 little gift bags. You can see these are actually little treat bags, and you make the kit comes with everything that you need to make this. All you have to supply is your own basic adhesive, even the special adhesive that is not just the basic regular little Tombow adhesive that looks like this. That is included even. So all you need is that regular Tombow adhesive to make these adorable gift bags. This is the stamp set that you get that comes in your kit. It's got Truly Thankful, You're So Sweet, Happy Haunting, To and From, Eat If You Dare, and then a witch's hat, an acorn, a leaf, a pumpkin, candy, and then some swirls for other decorative elements. And of course you can use these stamps on all kinds of projects, not just the Paper Pumpkin project, which is so awesome about Paper Pumpkin is you can do different projects with the materials that are given, or you can follow the instructions if you want, and you have the stamps forever. You can reuse them as much as you like. It also comes with the little Stampin' Spot. This month it's Cajun Craze. So that's the ink that you're going to use. Again, if you want to follow the instructions, that's the ink that you're going to use. And then here's one that I've already made, and my camera's not really big enough to show you the whole thing. Unfortunately, I'm sorry about that, but there's the little tag that I made. I did Happy Haunting with the witch's hat. With the kit, you also get the twine, you get the raffia, and of course everything that you need to make this cute little treat box. What a gorgeous way to do gift packaging, isn't it? It's just so super fun. I could see these at little place marks, at a table at Thanksgiving dinner or at a Halloween party, or just for your secretary at work or a neighbor or a friend. Really cute. And this little straw is such a great addition, I think. I just love it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and make one of these for you so you can see how to do it. Although, again, it's really easy. The instructions are great, and they show you exactly what to do if you want to make it just like the project. But I just wanted to show you and hopefully get you as excited as I am about this kit. If you are interested in joining Paper Pumpkin, I will put a link on this video at the bottom of this video in the description section on YouTube. I'll put a link that directs you directly to my Paper Pumpkin site. Now, it's not going to have my name on it. I've had a few customers ask me, hey, are you getting credit for this? Your name's nowhere on the page. Yes, I am. If you follow the link that I give you. You can also, if you go to my blog, which is christinesstampingspot.blogspot.com, there's a tab at the top there that says Paper Pumpkin. That's another way to get to it. You click on that. Again, my name is nowhere to be found, but all you have to do is click on that and create your own little login information, and then go ahead and sign up for Paper Pumpkin. It's $20 a month. It's actually $19.95 a month. You can opt out anytime that you want. You're not committed to any particular amount of time if you want to pay by the month. And it's just a really super great. I haven't seen a kit that I haven't liked, so I definitely recommend Paper Pumpkin. You get so much out of your money. It's awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you're going to want to do is do your stamping on your tag. So I'm going to go ahead and peel off one of these tags that come on these papers for you, and I'm just going to take my paper snips and pop the little circle out so that the circle is open. That'll be used later when we string our twine through it. And what I decided to do for this one is I'm going to stamp the pumpkin stamp from the set, as well as the Truly Thankful stamps sentiment rather. So let me go ahead and ink this up. And when you're using the Stampin' Spot that comes with the kit, oh my goodness, I just dropped it right on my, well, you know what? As my upline, my awesome upline in Stampin' Up, Robin, Miss Pink Stamper says, there's 2 sides to every paper. So if you make a mistake like I just did in dropping the ink pad, turn it over, that's not going to show through. So that's awesome. So when you're using the Stampin' Spots, because they're smaller than the regular size ink pads, you want to take the ink to the stamp. It's just a lot less cumbersome than trying to take the larger stamp to the little tiny spot. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp my pumpkin up at the top and then the sentiment underneath. So let me move that out of the way before I get my fingers stuck in it. And let me go ahead and stamp down the pumpkin. Okay, super, super cute. That is so cute. And then I want to take off the Truly Thankful sentiment. I'm going to stamp that right underneath the pumpkin. So let's see, let me make sure I have it on my block correctly. I do. Yes, it says Truly Thankful. So again, I'm going to take the ink to the stamp. Ink that up. And I actually haven't conditioned this stamp yet, so I'm going to stamp it on my scratch paper first, just to make sure it looks good. By conditioning, all I really mean is sometimes when you're working with the photopolymer stamps, sometimes the first couple times you stamp the image or the sentiment, whatever the case may be, it just doesn't look as clear. It might look a little blotchy. So all you do is you just kind of ink it up a few times and stamp it, and that just gets the stamp conditioned so that it's then ready to give you that perfect image that you're looking for. So I'm going to stamp the sentiment right underneath the pumpkin. Okay, there you go. Cute. Super, super cute. Go ahead and put the ink on my Stampin' Spot and set that aside. We're not going to need that anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and set the tag aside and just let that dry. And the next step is we're going to bring over our little bag. And it looks like this. Again, you get 8 of these. It looks like this, and it has the fringe at the top. And your next step is you're going to open the bag all the way, okay, and sit it upright. And then you get in your kit several of these just white squares, or rectangles, I guess. And what these are is these will keep your bag open at the bottom. So you want to, sorry, I'm hitting the camera here. You want to put this all the way down into the bottom of your bag so it leaves the bag propped open. So I'm doing that, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. See how that white rectangle is at the bottom there of the bag? And that's what's going to leave the bag open for you. Okay, so it's going to leave it propped open like that. Okay. So your next step then is this fringe. Okay, this is what goes all around your little box to make it look kind of like a pumpkin. See, this is the sample, how it goes all the way around the box, covers the box really, and looks like a little pumpkin. So remember, I also said that all you need is the regular snail adhesive. Special adhesive is already, this is so awesome, it's already along the bottom of the fringe. That's so cool, right? So you don't even have to have Stampin' Up's tear and tape, or which is the upgraded version of what we used to have, which was the red tape. You don't even have to have that. That's what's so great about these kits. Everything is included. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this strip here off to expose the adhesive. And then what you want to do, let me just throw that away real quick because I'm getting my table cluttered. Okay, I'm going to pretend that this is the back of my box, and I'm just going to start laying this down. And remember, my adhesive is sticky now because I took that backing off. I'm going to start laying it down just in the middle of the back of the little gift bag. I'm not happy with how I did it, so I'm going to try again. There we go. That's about the middle of the back. And then all you do is keep it flush right along the bottom of the little gift bag and just stick it down as you go around the bag. And again, I hope you guys can get a really good idea of this. I'm sorry that my camera's not bigger, but we got to work with what we have, right? Okay, so you can see here, I just have to come around this last little bit. There we go. Okay, so now I've got the fringe all the way around the gift bag. My bag is still inside there. See, with that white rectangle at the bottom? The next step now is you're going to take one of your straws that come in your kit. These are the little straws that stick out at the top. Or you could use any other. So I used a little bit of my scissors to do a couple of these, but all you really want to do at this step in the project is take your fringe pieces here and you just kind of want to bend them down a little bit. So remember when I don't know if you guys grew up with a parent that loved to gift wrap. My mom absolutely loved to gift wrap. Unfortunately, we lost her 10 years ago now. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but she was a master at gift wrapping. I did not inherit that gene. My gift wrapping is laughable, and that's actually putting it kindly. My mom would do the most beautiful ribbons around the packages, and it just really added so much to the packaging. Christmas was always wonderful. And she would take her scissors and do this with the ribbon, and it would just sort of make it wavy and add to the wrapping. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking each little strip here and running it along the straw, and it just sort of makes it a little bit curvy, so it curves downwards. So I'm just going to go around and do that on all four sides of the box as quick as I can here. And I'm going to do it pretty quick and not be too fussy with it, because I don't want you guys to have to sit here forever watching me do this. But, on your own, just play with it and get them how you want them. I'm just going to do it super quick, like I said here, or try to. I'm going to just take a little bit of time to do this here. Okay. And you're really just doing this so when you tie everything together, it's going to look, really cute. And it's going to do that. It's going to bend a little bit for you when you put everything together. And it's just going to look super cute. So that's really why you're doing this at this point, to help you in the end when you tie everything up together. So I'm just going to go through here and do these as fast as I can. Sometimes also when you're doing this, it helps if you put your finger down here where the adhesive is. Ask me how I know that, right? Well, I know that because I didn't have my finger there on the first box that I did, and I tore it right off. And I was able to fix it. That's a great thing about paper crafting, is you're usually able to fix things pretty easily, and it doesn't show that I did that, but I was able to hide that I did that. But I learned from that mistake, and now I keep my finger down here so to help keep pressure on that adhesive so it doesn't fly off on you. Okay, and then we just have this final side to do now. So, and I might take my scissors just a little bit. This is how my mom would always do her wrapping. It makes that noise. That's how if you want to use scissors, you can do it that way too. Just be extra careful if you're using the scissors that you don't accidentally either cut yourself or cut off one of the fringe sides. You definitely don't want to do that. Okay, now the next step is you want to go ahead and take your box. The little fringe pieces that are on the top here, I'm just going to kind of bend them down with my fingers. I don't really think this straw will help you with these, since these are such, these pieces are so much shorter. So just kind of use your fingers on these pieces that are on the little bag itself and just sort of bend them down so they get a little crimpy. Okay? Now the next step that you're going to do is you're going to fill your treat bag with whatever treat you want to use. I know a lot of people don't, but I personally love candy corn. So I have washed my hands and I'm going to go ahead and grab some candy corn and just stick it right here in my bag. And I'm going to fill it up pretty full. So there's plenty of treats in here. I actually made sure that my Stampin' group likes candy corn, so I can secret, but give these to some of them. So that's probably enough. I'm dropping candy corn everywhere. Okay, so the next step then is you're going to want to, at this point, put your candy corn away. I've snacked on way too much of that today. Okay, you're going to want to take your straw that again comes in your kit and sort of shove it down, and then you want to take the bag and bunch it together around that straw. So you're pushing kind of down on the bag to just like pushing down to where the top of your treat pile begins. That's how far down you push it. And around the straw. And now you're just going to take the sides that you've sort of curled down, and you're just going to push them, like pull them, I guess. It's hard to kind of describe this, but you want to bring them all together at the top of your bag where you crimped it down. See that? Okay, now you're going to take your raffia, which again comes in your kit, and the raffia looks like this. Just so cute, such gorgeous fall colors. And fall flavor to this project. I just love it. Now this is the trickiest part right here, is tying this together without some of your pieces coming out. So if you do this with friends, you'd have an extra hand. So I highly recommend that. But if you're doing it by yourself, like I am, you want to just be very careful, try to bring everything together, and then take your raffia and just, you want to tie it in a knot. And this might take you a few tries. My first box took me a little while to figure out how to maneuver this stuff. Okay, so before I tie it tight, I hope you guys can see this. Before I tie it too tight, I want to make sure it's down far enough, which again is, I've crimped everything down to the very top of where my treats stop. So my treats make up about this high on the bag. So my bow, or my knot, is going to be tied right there. So I don't have it tied yet because I want to make sure it's in the right place. It is, so I'm going to want to tie it as tight as I can without ripping it, and I'm going to go ahead and double knot it. Okay, there you go. Super, super cute. Look at that. Now just take your fringe pieces here and sort of bend them down and just give them a little bit of character. However you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way to this. Just make it look cute and fun. You can take your scissors if you want to. Like I showed you a moment ago with these top pieces. I might do that on a couple of them here. You know, just take it and whoop. It'll make them sort of stand out even more and be even more crimpy, which is kind of what you're going for. Okay, so there's that. It looks like that. So now what we want to do is we're going to bring back over the little tag that we stamped on right here, and also in your kit are these, which is Rich Razzleberry tag, so it's slightly larger than the tag that you have. So you just pop that out, and you're going to take just regular snail adhesive and just glue this down on top of your background. And when you do that, just make sure that the holes overlap so that the whole space is free and clear for you to thread your twine through. Okay, so that's done. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Cajun Craze twine, which is so gorgeous. I love it. And I'm going to wrap it around my gift bag here and tie it really tight. Tie it super tight, and I'm going to tie it in one more knot. Okay, and then I'm going to take both ends, kind of twist them a little bit so they're not frayed at the bottom, and put that through the hole in my tag. So I've got both ends coming through the hole. You can tie this however you want. This is just how I did it. I thought it gave it a little bit of extra character, but there's no right or wrong way to tie this, I promise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ends again and twist them so they're not as frayed, and then put it through the back. And I'll show you why I'm doing that in a second, and I'll give it a kind of a neat look. There we go. See if I can pull that. Oh, you know what? I see the problem. I've got one of my fringe pieces stuck. Okay, see how it just kind of made that little loop over the tag? I just really like that look, so that's how I did it. Again, you can do it however you want. And then I'm just going to tie a bow. Okay, so there's my bow. Just fiddle with your bow till you get it exactly how you want it. Okay, that looks cute. And then I'm just going to take my paper snips and snip off the ends. And there you go. And there is your super, super cute gift bag full of, in this case, candy corn. You could put anything in there. You could put little gifts. You could put Hershey Kisses. You could put anything in there. So super cute. So again, I'm so sorry you can't see the whole thing because my camera is not that big. Maybe you can see it on the side there. But it's so super cute. Let me bring back over the instruction booklet to show you what they look like. Isn't that adorable? And remember again how many stamps come on this stamp set. It's just awesome. So super awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're as excited as I am about Stampin' Up's Paper Pumpkin. It really is an awesome kit that Stampin' Up puts together for us every single month. I highly recommend it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much as always for stopping by and watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye-bye.